Hi there, welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're gonna do a collective and timeless reading. So whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time, but keep in mind it's a general reading. So see what signs, symbols, messages, and energies resonate for you in your particular situation and hopefully help bring you clarity on whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, show you something with fresh eyes, but in the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest, greatest good of everyone, so we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with one message from the Angel Tarot cards. Get the foundational energy going on right now. Opening advice. Let's see what God's source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and the greatest good of all. What does the collective need to know as the opening message? Foundational energy going on, and some advice, please. Thank you. Oh, you have the Queen of Air coming through. All right, so this is coming through, whether this is somebody you know, this is you, or this is just energy coming through as a facet to be aware of in your personality that will be helpful. It's being clear. It's having good, solid communication, asking yourself some solid questions, asking somebody else some solid questions. It's an air sign, but it doesn't have to be. This is somebody who is extremely intelligent, bright, witty, even sometimes sarcastic, but I'm getting that has a good sense of humor. And this is somebody who definitely knows how to draw a line in the sand, how to set some solid boundaries, to know what is right for you, what is not right for you, what you will and will not take. I feel like this is also somebody who helps others learn lessons because she wants to see somebody get better. She wants to see somebody grow. So sometimes she is the tough teacher. She will leave someone on their own a little bit so they can figure it out. She doesn't want to do everything for everyone, although she is very helpful when asked. She usually gives really good, wise advice. I see her as, whether she's in a relationship or in a partnership, she's still independent. She still has this sense of interdependence in what she's doing. She sometimes has her mind set on something. She does have clear focus, but when she has awareness and is open-minded, and I mean, usually she does because she's upright. She knows that there's always something more to learn. There's always something more that she can discover, and that could change her mind and be flexible with what she knows. When she is we'll look at her upside down. When she's upside down, she is really harsh. She is definitely single-minded, usually very egotistical. She's so harsh in her words and her energy and her vibration and her mindset on something being a certain way, and only like that how she foresaw it, that she sometimes is so cutthroat in how she speaks to others that she doesn't do it with tact. She's not tasteful with her words. She doesn't know how to adjust what she wants to say so it's received. She just says things through selfish means. She's very harsh upside down. She's hard to be around. People don't usually respect her words, even if she is coming from a place of knowledge or has the background in something. It's just her approach is so harsh that people don't want to be around her or listen to her. But when she is upright, people want to listen to her. They want to be around her. They know she has some beautiful wisdom on their situation or how to figure something out. She comes up with solutions for something. Usually she's pretty objective in how she sees something. She doesn't, unless it's upside down, have those blinders on. Even if she has a focus, she knows how and when to take the blinders off to see something in the whole 5-dimensional perspective of a situation. Here she actually does have a crystal ball, so it's almost like she can foresee something happening. What's in the ball? Oh, it's a unicorn. So this is a queen that has purity of heart and of intention and integrity. If she's seeing the unicorn, I also feel like she's envisioning a specific magical experience, or possibly remembering one. But even if she's remembering one, she's always thinking about how to make something grow, how to have another experience, how to do something a different way, how to think outside the box. And when she's in her highest vibration, her thoughts aren't over analytical or even obsessive. They are connecting to both her higher self, to source and God, and down through her heart. So her heart is involved, and then she grounds that energy. So it could be that you're making a decision. This could also be that you're cutting some things out of your life. If you're in this beautiful high vibration of unicorn energy, that probably means that there are certain situations that you're ready to leave behind, change how much energy you put into something, maybe even change how much mental energy you're putting into something. Sometimes when your vibration change, you do have certain partnerships, people, places, or environments that don't feel right anymore. When you're in them, your energy feels off. I see her questioning. I mean, she's the queen, so she's definitely had a lot of experience. But if she's in a certain partnership or environment and is standing there questioning, like, I don't even know why I'm here. This doesn't feel like me. Maybe it was in the past, but when a vibration has changed and elevated, things that were right or felt okay or were usual or normal and comfortable in the past start to feel weird and uncomfortable. So she has to have the confidence to make the changes needed, whether it's just lessening a particular energy you put into a person, place, thing, or environment, or completely cutting it out altogether. Sometimes it's a conversation and communication that can make those changes, and sometimes it's just something she needs to do independently. What does it even say? I didn't even read it. Where are my glasses? Here. Let's see what it says about this queen. So would I say that Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, but it doesn't have to be. Look at her beautiful crown. Oh, there's like people here working with her. You have strong support around you. The people that are recognize how intelligent your ideas are. So she's independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. Yeah, objective decision making, clearing away what is no longer serving you, and also seeing the humor in a situation. I feel like that's the heart. So this queen, maybe if something felt heavy before, I feel like she's becoming more light-hearted about something. Even this crystal ball, this orb of energy that she has is illuminated now and floating. So that's cool. Let's bounce around today. Let's go to this one. This is the Clarifying Life Situations Oracle. It's a pretty big deck of cards, but it does have different messages. One is on career, and then one is on love or matters of the heart. So let's see what the energy within and or around this Queen of Air is. What does the collective need to know about love and career? Being independent. Making objective decisions. Healthy choices. Clearing away what is no longer serving you. I hear value. So if this queen recognizes that she is not valued in a partnership or place, she will take herself out of that situation and she will figure out where to go that she feels comfortable and right, so people recognize how special she is. So whether that's you or someone else, that's recognizing where you are valued and taking yourself to that place or that partnership. I feel like she's open-minded enough to give the benefit of the doubt, to allow somebody the chance to grow and to change. But once she hits her breaking point, and you know, gave you a chance, gave you a chance, gave you a chance, and when she hits that breaking point where she's like, okay, you're not learning, or you're not getting it, or I don't feel right here anymore, then she makes that clear cut exit or change. One card, please. Stay in the flow. Yeah, it almost looks like the same person here. This picture looks like it looks like Sabrina Claudio to me, her face. I love her music, so even if I just get to put one of her songs below, I will put that below for you guys, because her music is so sexy. Her voice is just, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of angelic and sassy and sensual. So I will find a awesome song by Sabrina Claudio and put that below for you. But here it's almost like you're under the surface of something. Oh, I just thought of another song. I think it's by 2 Feet. Feel like it's called I Feel Like I'm Drowning. Fully immersed. Ooh, this is really nice. So you're feeling fully immersed in a situation, or in the right situation or partnership. I'm getting even engaged, immersed. You know when you read a book and you get to the end of the page and you don't remember what you just read? This is not that. And if that's where you were and you're sort of not in it, your mind is somewhere else, your heart is somewhere else, kind of lack of focus or paying attention because there's a lack of depth to what you're into. I don't think this is that. I think you're leaving that situation. I think that whatever you are deciding, or wherever you're going, or whatever you are becoming immersed in, you're in to every single word in your U-book as it appears. You're not forgetting any part, any second, any minute of a certain experience. It feels really good. It was kind of an interesting thing to see. Everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. It looks like you're starting to see it. Maybe something was under the surface before. That's like having the writing on the wall and you walked by it and you just didn't see it before. But once your energy has changed, once your focus has changed to recognize the right energies and environments, you see it. It's almost like even when you, I'm getting like inspirational quotes or poetry or music or lyrics or something, you can read it 400 times, but sometimes it's, somebody else says it, or you hear it through a different voice, or your energy has changed and all of a sudden you hear it or you see it or you get it. I feel like you're getting something now. You're breaching the surface. It does say stay in the flow. So surrender to the rhythm of life, remaining open to opportunities and lessons that naturally unfold. It's not being overwhelming and pushing an agenda here. It's allowing every word and every experience as you're in it. Go with the flow. I kind of see something riding along the surface of a river, or these waves. Even if it's a huge wave that comes up, you're going to get over it easier if you just release your energy. I feel like there's a trust here. The rhythm of life. Remaining open to opportunities. I feel like there's something that's going to come through that's an opportunity. also that you don't expect. Let's go to something different. I don't know why I see a closed door. So I kind of see a person behind the door. So maybe that's another queen, or maybe that's you, or somebody that you are aware of or don't know about yet. It could be somebody that's just kind of an acquaintance that you talk to, or somebody really important in your life. But I see somebody, I want to say, speaking on your behalf, or putting in a good word for you, or possibly being someone who, by maybe divine help and inspiration, or maybe just inspired by you, is helping orchestrate a particular opportunity just for you. Or if this does have to do with love, there's somebody working behind a closed door to figure something out for an offer that they want to give you when they open up a door. I just see something behind a closed door, but it's really helpful for you, and somebody is I just see like speaking on your behalf, or in your corner, getting a particular ball rolling. I hope that made sense, but I feel like it's definitely a good thing. You just can't quite see it now. Maybe it's under the surface, but it will come to light very soon. What did I grab? I auto-grabbed. I auto-grabbed which one? The spirit animal. So let's get a spirit animal message on the Queen of Air. Staying in the flow. Being fully immersed. Please and thank you. The hippopotamus. Wow, that's a cool animal. Where do I keep putting my glasses? Of course, it's like that writing on the wall right in front of my face. The hippo, it's exploration. If you have become bored with your life, oh my, you have the creative power to stir things up and revitalize everything. You can do this by starting new projects, setting new goals, and making spiritual connections. This is telling you you have the willpower, the strength, the creativity, maybe the open-mindedness, the know-how, the knowledge, the experience, the intelligence to figure something out. But it starts with you doing something different. You have to throw a little monkey wrench in your situation, especially if you're bored. I just heard the weirdest, I don't even think it's a real song. I think it's like I hear doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. If that's an actual song and not just like a cartoon thing, maybe put that below. I have no idea. That's what I hear, but that does sound just like kind of bored. So I feel like you see this magical energy here. Maybe you have all these dreams, but maybe you don't even know where to start. So start with what you love to do. What are you interested in? What is a group that you can join that's involving a subject that you're into? I see maybe a meetup, something in your town, in your city, maybe a place that you can travel to. If you just do one little thing different, it looks like that's the little catalyst to make everything change. Maybe you're going to meet somebody within a certain group in a new environment. But it says you can also start by doing something independently. What's that project you were thinking about doing and you haven't started yet? You have all the tools right there to at least start. If you have to go to the store and get more tools or make a couple phone calls to figure something out as something evolves, you're going to figure that out too, especially with this queen. But if you're making spiritual connections, it will mean that your new goals that are being set are because you're in tune with a person, environment, or people who are spiritually elevated and high vibration. And that's a beautiful place to start. So that's cool. Let's go to, what should we go to? of feel like I want to do another oracle card, but I'm not sure which one. But that did talk about creativity. So I have these. Let's do the creativity oracle. Clarity on the Queen of Air, fully immersed, hippopotamus, exploration, new territory, new solutions, thinking outside the box, being open-minded, setting new goals on something you are fully immersed and really into. One message from the Creativity Oracle, please and thank you. Oh, you got a happy accident. This is nice. This is where you've gone through some twists and turns into new territory, and by accident and or possible divine orchestration, you happen to be at the right place at the right time. Sometimes this is coloring outside the lines that brings that different result. This is definitely a monkey wrench in doing something a different way. Takes off. I hear something takes off unexpectedly. Fortunate accidents can act as guides to edit and be open to where you should go next. I'm just getting that you may have gone on a detour, or the thing that you didn't expect, if it was a project, will be the thing that takes off. It's not the idea you thought would be the hit. It's the one that you had on the back burner that you have half done. I hope that made sense. Like if you write songs, I don't think it's the song you thought would be the big hit that's going to be the big hit. It's like the weird one you never thought anybody would connect to. If you do something with speaking, it's maybe that thing that you do where you were realistic. Maybe something funny happened. Maybe it's how you continued. Something that made you relatable. Not that went according to plan. It's going to be that weird thing that you do that you were maybe a little uneasy about or didn't have confidence in, that's going to get you through the door. So I would say if anything happens and you hit a hiccup, just keep going. Pick yourself up, continue on. I feel like there might be with this, it does say seeing the humor in a situation. So if you do anything with speaking to a particular person, or you have an interview or a first date or something like that, and something comes through where you're like, oh, I can't believe I said that, or I did that, or how did that slip out? Maybe that's a good thing. Don't get in your own way. Don't overthink something. Just go with the flow of that situation. I feel like that's actually going to be what gets you through through with somebody or a situation, or opens up that opportunity. Opens up a really good conversation. Maybe opens up, like, you know, when you talk to someone and maybe you just meet them, or you don't know them that well, and you're always, hi, how are you? And what did you do with that? But then maybe you mentioned Bigfoot, or you mentioned inner earth, or you mentioned something, or let's say you talk about something super scientific, you get into quantum mechanics or numbers, or maybe investments or something like that, like a different facet that you never knew somebody else may have been into, and that just opens up an amazing Pandora's box, or the rabbit hole of information to get something really juicy. I hope that made sense. That's kind of what I see. I keep hearing juicy. And it's number 61, so that's a 7. And I put this upright, so I will let you know that you do have a new start. So let's take that at the bottom. It's 66, maybe 61, 66. Sometimes we have to realize that, sometimes we must realize that what we have done needs to be discarded, and we must make a new start. So letting something go. There's something that you've started that isn't growing anymore. It wasn't working. You're getting stuck creatively. It's not going according to plan. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to redirect your attention towards something else. It's okay to start something again. Start fresh. Start clean. Clean slate. New energy. Sometimes you can go back to something, and sometimes you just need to sweep it up and, you know, begin again. Begin anew. So let's go to the tarot now. Let's go to a different tarot, though. Let's see what I have. I think I have that. I do. This is the Heartscape Tarot. Let's clarify all of these cards here for you guys. Let's first clarify being fully immersed, having everything you want is around you. You just had to see it. That's interesting. That could be the right job, the right opportunity or project, or the right person. I also see it, maybe that conversation helps you see somebody in a different way. Now I'm looking at that picture. It looks like Sabrina, Claudio, and I thought of the song by BARAZ and GALIMATIAS. I think I said that right. And I think the song is called Unfold. Watch me unfold. I'll put that below. What else does the collective need to know on staying in the flow and feeling fully immersed? The Seven of Cups. Well, that would be when you're confused and under the surface when you didn't see something clear. The Seven of Cups is having a lot of options, having a lot of different things, but this is saying if something is in front of you right there all along, you just didn't see it. So it is possible with the Seven of Cups, you're looking at the wrong place. You're looking at the wrong attributes or the wrong opportunities or something where you kept choosing something, but it wasn't ever the right choice. But it's okay when this comes through to choose wrong or have chosen wrong in the past, because that deletes one thing as long as you learn from it. It's sometimes, this is interesting. They're all bubbles. But sometimes it is illusions. Being a little upside down, it is being delusional. This is a queen, or this is coming through to be realistic about what you see. If anything around you does not match, if there are red flags, if words don't match actions, or something feels off, see the realistic side of a situation. I just heard, if somebody tells you who they are, believe them. But it is also possible that somebody has actions that are done with integrity, enthusiasm, intention that is high, but their words might not match because they don't know how to express themselves. Not everybody can express themselves vocally the same. And then there are other people that have great means of communication. They can, have those conversations and put the words out there, but then they don't back it up with their actions. I had music on and I think it just stopped. Ooh, we had a pause. Maybe that was a hiccup. Maybe whatever I said just there. But here you can't stay in the illusions. You have to come back to reality in something. If you have to delete options to know that it's not right for you, that's okay. But if you follow your heart, if you go with the balance between your mind and your heart, your higher self, and what you feel inside and how to ground it, it's more likely you're going to make the right choice right away. You're going to feel that it's right. Sometimes this is a simple way to explain this card is going to the grocery store and knowing you have to buy a can of spaghetti sauce. And then you get there and you're like, oh, that one's on sale. Well, that one has 5 cheeses. And that one is really high price, but it looks like it's really good. But that one I can get bulk. And you just sit there, and instead of making a choice of what you came there for, or what feels right, you just stand in the aisle staring. You can't stand there forever. You eventually have to choose something. So follow your intuition, follow your instinct. And maybe you get home and you hate that spaghetti sauce. You're like, oh, there's no flavor in that at all. So the next time, are you going to buy that one again? No, even if it was cheap. You know, if you don't like it, if you don't enjoy it, why waste your energy on something? Now it's just a parable or like a metaphor. But, you know, maybe the other one is a little, let's just say whatever, partnership situation, maybe it's a little more expensive or takes a little bit more of your energy or investment. But what if every single taste that you get, you just savor? I guess the choice is yours, whatever that's about. But it's sort of kind of like that kind of energy, but it's getting out of that illusion and making a choice. So I'm not sure what I just said, but I feel like that was kind of a interesting little parable with the spaghetti sauce. All right, let's see what this Queen of Air is about. Independent, witty, objective decision-making. Clearing away something that doesn't serve you any longer. Seeing humor in a situation. One card, please, and thank you. Oh, you're going to be on smoother waters ahead. That's nice. You have the Six of Swords. I really like the Six of Swords. This is taking your past situations, becoming clear with them, using those lessons that are valuable and worthy to move you forward, and leaving the shit that didn't work behind you. Not valuable anymore. You learn that lesson. You're not going to drag that baggage with you. You're going to take what you need. Upside down, this is knowing what to do and still repeating the cycles where it wasn't working because it was comfortable. This is also having all the tools to navigate a certain storm or situation and forgetting to turn it on, forgetting to put up your sails that you've learned how to put up, or knowing there's a storm there and going right into it without the proper equipment. It's okay to dive into a storm. Sometimes that's good. That gets you into a situation, but it's being prepared correctly for something. But when this comes through, it means that whatever was the bumpy road before, was confusing your ass before, was unsure or rough terrain, hard lessons, no matter what the weather of that situation, partnership, or place is, you have learned to handle it with grace. You've learned to adjust your sails and handle something differently. This is where you learn, where you move on. Sometimes it's just traveling over water too. Sometimes it's crossing a bridge, going over an ocean, going over a river. It's a movement kind of energy. But because the Six of Swords usually has a body of water, it's that thing I was saying before with her or himself using that mental clarity and intelligent wit along with the heart, along with emotions, because that's how you're going to guide across this river of life, this ocean of emotion, the most smoothly. So let's see what this happy accident is all about. Fortunate accidents can act as guides and edit and be open to where you should go next. Oh, you're going into the Three of Pentacles. So this might have to do with work. You getting to work. What did it say? It does say over here, discard of something that is not working right, but you're gonna have situations come about to help you guide and edit to where you should go next, which is where you are valued. Whether that's a relationship, or that's an environment, or that's just your friends, or that's, I see that meetup, people that you're around. This is where you work really well together. It could be independently, where you work by yourself and just have others that talk about what you're doing, like that helpful person behind a door that has your back, that's speaking highly of you, that's helping you get opportunities. Maybe they're not working on your project, but they still are in your corner. There still can be helpful energy around you, even if you're doing something very independently. But this could also be you in an environment where you work with others who have different personalities, different backgrounds or education or experience or talents. And somehow it's working with different energies that all come together in a beautiful harmonic balance to build something. But this is telling you to get to work. People will come into the picture that will help you out, or the right people to work with will be here. Upside down, it's knowing that you are not valued at work. Knowing that what you're working on is not valuable to you or getting you anywhere. Like plateauing you, no growth, no expansion, not feeling creative, just meh. M-E-H, that's what I see. But here, there's always growth. You have angelic protection and help here too. You have this candle, so you have passionate fire, inspiration, creativity, and answered prayers. Something that you've been praying on. It's a really cool card. If this has anything to do with accidentally meeting the right person, or that conversation thing, or that I saw before on something getting deeper, learning more facets about a person, a partnership that's getting deeper, this probably means that you work really well together. Maybe you met them by accident. That conversation happened by accident. Or this idea for expansion and growth. I just see a business. Maybe it's a business you're starting. Maybe that idea started from a weird conversation by total accident. But this is something that can grow. But you have to put energy into it. You have to see who you work with. Where you feel appreciated. Let's get clarity on that exploration. The hippopotamus, please, and thank you. So far it's nice. You have the Six of Swords, smoother waters, getting out of illusion, seeing the realistic approach or choice to a situation, making the right choice. Usually this card, there's one choice that glows a little bit different than the rest. Clarity on exploration. You become, oh, that's that math. This is when you've been bored in your life, you have creative power to stir things up and revitalize everything. Starting new projects, setting new goals, and making spiritual connections. Even though this is usually a work card, look at how spiritual that energy is. It's really kind of cool that I pulled that for you guys. I like this tarot deck. This is actually the first time I ever used it, so I don't even know a lot of these pictures. So hippopotamus, exploration, clarity for the collective, please, and thank you. What is, oh, beautiful. Yeah, you definitely have spiritual connections. You had temperance. I feel this is guidance and protection from God, from the divine, the universe, angelic, high vibrational help for you. This is a beautiful emergence of energies. It's like alchemy, base lead metal to gold. It's the merging of the divine masculine and the divine feminine together as one to create a beautiful, whole, different energy. It's as above, so below, as within, so without, blending water and fire together. It's finding balance in everything you do. So whatever connections you are going towards, whatever is opening up to you, you are not only being the professional in a situation, it's balance in your overall life. It's balance in every emotion that you have, with every partnership that you have, in every environment that you have, because you have to be adjustable with this. How you present yourself in one environment or to one person isn't going to be the same as somebody else. This is having awareness of the little ebbs and flows of how you need to just tweak or change something a little bit, and you will be received. This is sometimes taking many different personalities and being the one person that can get through to all of them. Sometimes it's many different energies all around you, and somehow you can do it all together like a big old octopus, handling everything in the moment, in the now, as you need to, like that, like it was nothing. And it doesn't mean what you're handling is easy. It's just that you get into the position here where people are in awe of you because somehow you made it look easy. This is usually when something comes through that you can handle and not everybody can. Temperance is very special. As age, since we had the spaghetti sauce example before, an easy way to describe temperance is the amazing bartender, or the amazing chef in the kitchen, or the wedding coordinator, or even like a conductor. But it's more like the producer, the one that's running around on the earpiece, handling that messed up, the curtain fell down over there, okay, you have to have this, we need maintenance over at whatever, and it's that person or that energy that can handle all those different things at once. So don't get overwhelmed with a lot of energies happen at once. Stay grounded. Trust yourself. You're going to be guided, decision by decision, chance by chance, experience by experience. So this flow gets easier and easier. I think this is a blue heron here. It's also major arcana, number 14. So this is the biggest energy here. This is the big energy. It's coming through as guidance, emerging. If this is a partnership and it's a divine masculine and feminine energy coming together, either within you or you and somebody else, this has great spiritual possibilities, especially since it does have to do with a spiritual connection. And at the bottom, you do have the Emperor. So it is very possible. I mean, it's not the Emperor and the Empress, but you do have this amazing Queen and now the Emperor. But if this is at the bottom, this is advice for you to step into maybe both your feminine and masculine side, or this is somebody coming through to really help you have security in your life, a solid offer. This is the masculine energy that has it all. This is someone who's an amazing father, lover, friend, boss. Here I just heard entertainer, anything. This is somebody who does it all. Somebody who knows when they can't do something and recognizes when somebody else would be helpful or can do it better. But usually this is somebody so experienced, they know how to adjust and be flexible in their kingdom so that the kingdom always has growth. The Emperor doesn't want their kingdom to be stagnant. The Emperor is not wishy-washy with making decisions. The Emperor wants to have balance. The Emperor knows when advice is good and to take it, and when you should take something with a grain of salt. Because ultimately, he makes the final decision on something, or she. But this is sometimes Aries energy. It's very strong. This is somebody coming through, or you starting something where you are grounded, where you can build a kingdom, where you can do it, where you can handle it, you can do something independently. Whatever you build, it has the potential for huge growth and long-term investments. This is the energy that's the provider. Upside down is a tyrant. These are both really harsh upside down. Upside down, it is not somebody that you want to work for or work with or be around. It's somebody who has people do something out of fear. It's a dictator. It's huge ego. Doesn't mean they're not powerful. It's the Emperor. They got that way for a particular, for a reason. But it doesn't mean their power is put through with integrity. It's somebody that installs fear, that overrides others. A good emperor goes out in the kingdom and mixes and mingles with others, is relatable and realistic, balanced and flexible, not so set on something having to be a certain way that it's his way or the highway, and he's kind of just an asshole upside down. People don't work with him or her because they really want to. It's usually out of necessity, or they have to, or fear, or wanting to be around someone that's powerful, but hating being around that person all of the time. Upright, the emperor is someone you want to be around. He's not just sexy and funny and sassy and witty and entertaining and humorous and intelligent and yeah, I'm kidding. He's got a big personality, basically. If this is someone you know, they've got a pretty big personality. They're strong, but it's the right kind of strength. It's beautiful strength. And this person is also at the edge, looking at the kingdom, making more dreams, thinking about how something could expand, or recognizing to just be in that moment. Because if this emperor is always reaching for the next goal and thinks that's happiness, and that doesn't bring it, and the next goal, that'll make you happy, and then the next one, that'll bring it, and there's just this overreaching and never being in that beautiful moment that he or she is in, to know that every moment is that beautiful goal. Every moment is a chance. Every day is a chance to choose happiness. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. I'm going to end with a bird card. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we'll do something different. If I have it, yes. Since we have that powerful emperor at the end, let's end with a power deck today. Message. I see these two together now. Oh, I just thought of Empire of the Sun. Looking at that, maybe I'll put a song by them. Oh, the best song is Walking on a Dream. Just quick weird story. I have very vivid dreams and always have had intense dreamland time, but I heard that song maybe once and I thought it had a cute little like sound to it, but I had never heard it before. And I remember one night in my dream, I dreamt, sometimes I dream in music. I hear music in my dreams. Sometimes I wake up with music. Sometimes it's music that I don't know. And sometimes it is music that is a song. But I had this dream as like the background track of my dream the whole night. And I woke up and I was like, what was that song? What was that song? And I knew my one friend knew it and called him up. I said, well, what's that song that you told me about or that you played? What was that thing? And I was like, it goes do-do-do-do-do. And he's like, oh, that's Empire of the Sun. And it's called Walking on a Dream. I was like, wow, I didn't even know that. I mean, the fact that I had the Walking on a Dream song in my dream as my, theme that was going on was just kind of cool. So maybe dreams are important for some reason. Maybe some of you dream in music. That was a weird message to come through at the end. I actually haven't thought about that in a while. All right, what else? What is the final message to be helpful and insightful for the collective, please? And thank you. One final message. Exploration, new start, staying in the flow, fully immersed, building your kingdom. Somebody possibly really powerful building with you, building kingdoms together. Skill 10. This person looks like they're on a roof. There's no ceiling on the roof. Look at that. You took the lid off the box. You took the ceiling off your situation and opened up to bigger possibilities, to the universe of possibilities right there for you. That also looks like it could be a portal or an endless pool as well. That's really cool. Skill is the north or the south, and it's red, and it's also 10. A little like the Wheel of Fortune. Expressing your highest nature through your work. You do have this in its highest nature. This is working on something that involves your spirit, your destiny, something you're here to do, to pursue because it brings you happiness, maybe make some huge changes in your life and possibly the world. Sometimes it's easiest to work your highest nature through your work. It's sometimes easiest when work is not exactly as you wish it to be. Wow. There are hidden gifts within a little friction. Therein lies the secret way to a graceful life. You are not what you do. Your work is a higher mirror, providing a reflection from which you learn in your evolutionary process. You know, what you do does not define you. Who you are defines you. And you can make changes and have huge effects and expansion and inspiration on others wherever you are. You don't have to be in the position of power, sitting in this high throne like the emperor, to live like an emperor. Then work becomes a higher skill. And if you begin to fine-tune not only your physical self, but your spirit. Where is that? With your spiritual connections here, a Zen garden expresses the essence of life and a highly perfected skill. I just thought of a labyrinth. I think Labyrinth is a singer too. I think that's a musician. I'll try to find something, put that below. Come to the inner truth that produces true skill. So you have to look inside you and find your own inner truth. Tap into your spirit. Open your eyes, see something realistically. Make a choice that grounds your emotions. Move forward on a new journey. Find this huge balance overall in your life and see how you are being guided. I just see the book, paying attention to every single little word or every step that you take. Feeling more and more comfortable and grateful that you're exactly where you are, who you are, evolving how you are, this beautiful spiritual being that you are, and that you get to do something today. All right, I hope this reading is helpful. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel, for liking these videos. It's something small that you can do that helps this channel out and me. Thank you so much. I love reading all your comments. I feel so blessed to just be here with you. And with that, I bid you adieu. I love you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.